Yeah, so I had this buddy at work, one of the best people you can meet, man. He's a really nice guy, real smart, real good person, you know. But he was he was explaining to me because he was training me for this new job, but he was explaining to me how good perks were and the 401k and the retirement. Shortly after that, maybe not even a month after I was hired in and I was trained and doing my own job, he was shot to death and killed. He had been working probably maybe 10 years. So everything he'd worked for, that was gone, you know. I think maybe they had some life insurance and that covered the funeral costs and stuff like that. But he basically just gave all of that back to the company. I'm pretty sure, you know. So that's what's got me thinking about this. And not only that, I've seen guys retire, and then find out that they've got cancer or will just die before retirement, you know. And I've seen that a lot. So it makes me question the values that everybody has as a whole. This idea occurred to me. The whole system and the whole foundation of everything that we think we know as far as existence, as far as survival, seems wrong. I don't understand why a man would spend his entire life and all of his good years dedicated to a company just to retire in his bad years when he's old and decrepit, when he can't really enjoy life anymore. Statistically, most people die within 10 to 15 years of retirement. Why would you slave your entire life, your youth, and your middle aged years, and then be free when you're broken down and decrepit, when your eyesight's going and all your bones are breaking down and your body's getting weaker and you can't enjoy life the same way anymore? It seems to be like this mentality behind all motivational speeches. Uh, it's all we heard growing up from our parents and grandparents. Well, go to school and then go to college and find a career to make money and then spend the majority of your life making, well, I guess everybody strives to be high class, or they all have this dream of being high class, but to be lower to middle class. I mean, that's most people are lower to middle class. And when you step back and look at it and you think about it, it doesn't make sense. The whole system seems to be this evil, life draining vampire. Maybe someone else could have a different perspective or something. If you do, comment, let me know what you think. But uh, making just enough to get by, just enough to pay your bills, so the lights don't go out and there's food in the fridge, and you do the same shit every week for years, and they expect you to be positive and loyal. And they taught us that these were the traits of successful men: to be faithful, to be reliable and diligent, all to a company that is making millions up top. There's a few guys making millions who barely work, who go to parties, go to lake houses, and they're enjoying their lives while the majority of men are working assembly lines, cubicles, tearing their bodies apart in the cold, making enough to get by. And they can never get ahead because they never have the free time or the creativity and the drive and the know how to create their own wealth, because the public school systems and society in general has trained everyone to conform to this idea of what success is. It's the foundation of everything. Even the motivational speakers, uh, psychiatrists, teachers builds their ideas of success, or they try to help people cope with life, overcome depression and mental illness and disorders, overcome all this bullshit within this mindset and foundation of spending your life being miserable and then retiring and finally being at rest when you're almost dead. I'm not sure how we would fix that, find a solution for it, but it seems like we need a new system altogether.